What's going on? You guys are watching Florida Air Gunner 88, and this past weekend we were up in Mayo and I actually filmed 4 videos. 2 got put out and I am so upset about it because the coolest video, the last 2 videos, one was really good and really cool and one was like so-so. Regardless, the last 2 that I never got to edit and put out, I messed up and I gosh darn deleted all the footage. You might say, how did you delete all the footage? Well, see, so I got this brand new laptop. It is a Apple MacBook Pro M5 chip. Like, I paid like $2,000 for this thing. So I want to keep as much memory free as possible. So when I make a video and everything, I delete it all off the computer, and I go through my SD cards and I delete everything off my SD card to make room for new videos. Well, I messed up and gosh darn deleted all of the footage from the videos I haven't even edited yet, and man, it was such a cool video. I put night vision scope on the Penty Tactical, the 25 cal, the bullpup, and I went after some raccoons, guys, that tore up one of my feeders, my personal feeder up there. They tore it up, they took the wire out, they broke the solar panel charger, they spun out all the corn, they ate the wires, they pulled my batteries out, they took my programming thing and ate it all up and just messed it all up, and I went and got revenge on them. And I had 2 night vision set up. I had a recording night vision camera, and I also had the night vision scope, and it was a really good video, and I cannot believe I messed it up by deleting it, and I am so upset about it. But what can we do now other than make another one when we go back up there, which might be a couple months, but still, guys, that really sucks because I worked really hard to get that footage, and I stayed out there till like 1 o'clock in the morning. A lot of time wasted. I got a few raccoons, which is good, so it wasn't a total waste. But and the other video was the shooting test, accuracy test of the new budget or the cheapest gun on Amazon, which I'm gonna have to remake again this week. That is something I can do. But anyways, you guys, today we are going to be making some homemade targets. So thank you for clicking on this video. Please keep watching till the end. I appreciate it, and do me a favor, if you haven't yet, smash that like and subscribe button and share this video. It helps me, helps the algorithm of YouTube and all that good stuff. It is 100% free to subscribe, so please do so, especially if you find yourself coming back to this channel and watching videos. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Let's get into it. All right, y'all, so what we're working with is nothing but scraps and drop pieces from jobs. You guys already know I build airboats for a living in my shop here. So what we got today are just scraps and drop pieces, cut pieces, and leftover stuff. The sheet metal we're going to use on a different target today is not from any airboat stuff. It's from like trailer work and other stuff that I've done in between boats. So what we have, we've got some stainless from an airboat. We've got other pieces from airboat stuff. This come off airboat cages. Our rods. These are a bunch of cut pieces I had made. 4 targets though. We got a bunch of different sizes. And the first target we're going to build today, so I'm going to utilize this bent piece, and we're going to do some swinging targets on this. And guys, I'm literally, like, this is literally a drop or a piece I bent and didn't use for an airboat cage. And y'all, these are just nuts and washers and bolts out of my catch-all. Now what a catch-all is when you're taking something apart or whatever, if you're taking something apart and you don't use the bolts or you're throwing the bolts aside, I throw all my bolts of anything I take apart goes in here, and it's a catch-all. It catches all my nuts and bolts, because there's times in life where you need a nut or a bolt for something or a thread pattern you don't normally have, and you can go and dig them out of here. So I'm utilizing it with these washers and stuff that fit over this piece here perfectly. So I'm going to slide these in on that piece, and well, before that, you guys are going to see what we're about to do. So I'm going to set the camera back, and I'm going to try to speed this up on my computer and the editor. I think I know how. I haven't done it yet, but I can slow stuff down, so I should be able to therefore speed stuff up. So stay tuned, and you're about to see what we're going to do. Again, we're using random stuff just laying around the shop that we can make some targets. All right, y'all, so I know the shop is a mess. I actually started cleaning it the other day and I haven't finished. So for our standing and leaning target, I'm going to set this piece here, connect our ground. Now I'm pretty sure you want a little bit of a lean to this, so I'm just going to put a little lean sheen on there. I'm using this stainless because one, it's not going to rust. It's going to last us a while. And we should be able to get a lot of use out of this target stand. Alright, y'all, so we got that on there like that, right? So before we weld our other leg on this side, we're going to slide our pieces up. Now what that washer is going to do, I put a washer on there. That washer is going to do is stop our piece from moving around so much. Our next piece. Now I'm not sure which one I want to use just yet. This stuff's homemade, you guys, so we're just going to roll with it. Just going to throw it together quick for a video, and it's going to work. Test it to make sure it spins before I keep tacking stuff on there. Still spins free. That's what we want. Move y'all in, bring y'all a little closer what we got going on here. What I did was I welded a washer and put another bigger piece of tubing, cut smaller, probably like 3/4 inch, and another washer so it can't slide around as it spins. We'll put another washer on there. It's popping and jumping like it. It's popping and jumping like that. There's a lot of grease and oil and stuff on some of these nuts and washers and bolts, but that's a washer we've got going now, and it's just got grease and rust and stuff on it. Turn my heat up a little. Now I'm gonna put this big old bolt on there. Slide it on our open end, slide it like so, and put this washer on there, small enough to receive it. Slide us another washer on there, trying to space them out some, you know, so targets don't spin and hit each other. I'm gonna put another nut on there. See, that nut spins just fine. Stack us another washer on there. Keep it from jumping around. Each one I'm gonna space a little bit more than the other because it's gonna be bigger to smaller to smaller to smallest. That's the plan. Gotta find me some more parts. Got us another piece. Slide it up like so. Another washer. Like so. All right, y'all, so we could be 1,000% more professional with building this, but I'm just throwing this together real quick just to show you it can be done and that we're doing it. Now, I don't see the need for being super professional when we're just gonna tear this thing up by shooting it. So if you can build something real quick, because time is money, for free, a little bit of electricity in the shop, a little bit of welding wire and gas, which is cheap. So, again, we got our spinners. They spin. Oh, that one's not spinning. We'll fix that. Spinning, spinning. Now we got to cut some rods, y'all. You ready? Now, I already know some of you clicking on this video, you're like, well, that's not gonna hold up. Well, this is for air guns. We're not shooting it with big bore. The highest caliber we'll probably shoot it with is 30 caliber. But air gun, not firearms, okay? These are probably 22 long rifle grade targets and rifles. We're using air rifles. All right, y'all, so what I'm gonna do is there's nothing scientific about this or perfect. I'm just gonna put it up there. If it feels right, looks right, I'm just gonna mark it. I'm gonna take this, make each one a little longer, label that 1, 2, and each one we're going to get a little longer with it. Let's go cut those and see where we're at with it.
I cut that one wrong.
Y'all see how they gradually increase size? I don't know if doing that's a thing, but that's what we're doing with it. So I've got one more rod to cut. Not gonna bore you with cutting it, but keep watching, you guys. We're about to have a target. All right, y'all, so we got all our swinging rods on there. Now we're gonna add our cut pieces. Long one will go circle. We'll work our way smaller. Square for the next one. Another circle. smaller square, and tiny circle. I dang sure need a new GoPro. That's one of the next things for the channel. But I'm gonna show you what I did. We're gonna build another one in this here video, but I'll show you what we done. So I got the back legs on there. Now they might have to be cut a little shorter so it leans back a little bit more, but and that's 3/16 plate, so it should hold up just fine for the air guns, the lower caliber. But guys, for a free target, you know what I mean? You can't really go wrong. And it's definitely better in quality than what you're gonna get on Amazon for cheap. So I mean, yeah, you can get good quality ones, but you're gonna spend some money for them. This is homemade, it cost me nothing. A little bit of welding gas and wire, which ain't much when it comes to how much we really used. So target number 1 is done. All we gotta get is some orange paint for these things, or some stickers, and we'll be good to go. All right, y'all, so we've got our one we just made. We got one I made off camera before. I made a short on it. I'm gonna show you the two we've homemade so far, and then we have material for a catch can, you know, a catch. It's gonna be a catch with targets, swinging targets in it. So stick around for that, but I'm gonna show you the one I made off camera last time. Here's the one we just made. Here's the one I made off camera. Now it does have a nice lean to it, so they reset. I didn't barely whack that one. And y'all, this is just homemade, thrown together in 5 or 10 minutes, real quick, free target. So if it's not 100%, I've never seen one of these in person. So it's all off a picture that they don't really show you that good online. They don't show you the angle. They don't show you none of that stuff. So again, I just threw this together homemade real quick, and it works. And it was free. So now we're gonna get our catch made. We're gonna take one of them rods, and we're gonna weld these little fellas on it. All right, y'all, so these are just random numbers. I'm not really, there's no science in this at all for me. I'm just making up some random numbers, and that's just how we're gonna do it. Now, so I know, because I didn't do it yet, we got 40.5, so that should be good. So we're just gonna go with, gonna put a break on it. So we'll do 3 inches for our first break. And a majority of my tools are Harbor Freight. Now you got to pick and choose what you get from Harbor Freight, but they do got some good stuff there, and they're cheap. So, but you got to pick and choose. Not everything's great at Harbor Freight. So, again, back to what we're doing. My metal brake is from Harbor Freight, and it's a cheap one. And it works, but I hope it's strong enough to bend this steel, because it's a little thick probably for that. I usually use that for aluminum and stuff. Now for our first bend, we probably should do 4 inches, but we're going to do 3. We're going to do 16, we'll go 17. Again, there's no science for this. Square on there. Now, if you guys haven't checked out my other channel where I build airboats on, go check it out, y'all. If you like me as a personality or as a person, you might like the other channel or get to watch stuff that you're not usually watching. I build airboats custom. And anyways, the channel is YCF. Y is in Young, C is in Custom, and F is in Frank. All right, YCF air boots. Go check me out on that. You might like it. All right, y'all, so here is my cheap Harbor Freight brake. Now, I plan on getting the bigger, better one soon. But this one's gonna work for now. For what we're gonna use it for at least. Oh, there goes my grinder. I don't know if y'all can see the line. Just get your line to your crease in your bender. Line it up so you know it's straight. You put your other piece. Now this bar has a angle, stronger angle one way than the other. It's got more of an angle on one side than the other for how much you want to break it. If you want to C-clamp it good and tight. This one needs to come a little bit more. Now, take this and bend it up. Front part, to keep the pellets from deflecting out, we're going to put a lip on the front.
I think the brake was like 80 bucks, 75 or 80 bucks. Now, we might have to put another brake in at the top. We're going to figure it out here in just a minute.
So y'all, there we have the bottom and the back. Now we can pull it down to angle it more, which we're gonna have to. Now obviously I could have made the bottom longer, which I probably should have, but we're gonna put a slight break in this at the top, and it's got to measure where we're gonna do it. Probably roughly right about here, whatever that measures to. We're gonna break it and make it flat. All right, y'all, again, there's no science into this measurements. It's just real quick off the dome, real quick, just to make a quick video, and it's gonna work. But I went 3.5 inches. Yeah, I might have broke it a little bit too much, but it's all right. It's all right. It's gonna work. So now it's gonna make some sides. The object is when it hits it to reflect down and not come back out. The other one is built a lot better, but again, this is just a quick show of kind of how to do it, or the idea of how to do it, but it's gonna work. But I will use one of these bigger sheets so I can get 2 out of each one. So we got 14 3/4.
14.5.
All right, y'all, so I'm gonna cut this with a grinder real quick, and we'll be getting on it.
You always use a good eye protection. I've had to have metal cut out of my eye before, and it's not cool and it's not fun.
Almost ate all my cutting wheel up, but we got it. 2 pieces. Now I'm gonna come on from the side and I'm gonna make a mark. I'm gonna pull this in where I want it to be. I'm gonna make a mark. Go with it right. Now that was the 3 I made, but that's the one with the arrow I'm gonna go with. And instead of measuring it all out, I'm just gonna take this piece that is drilled, set it on top of the piece we didn't, line it all up, take our marker, and mark it. We're just gonna line them up, line our bottoms up, slide this over where it's even.
Put some tacks on there so it holds it.
Pull our top down to where we want it. Right now, I'm just putting a bunch of tacks on it. Set our other piece up there. Now I drilled 2 holes in it in case I wasn't sure where I put my rod in. Alright y'all, so I just put a series of tacks in there, which is definitely going to stop the pellet, and those tacks are definitely going to hold the pellets in there, but you can definitely weld it up solid if you want to. I don't know if we will. I guess well, I'm going to get it to where you get the gist in the video, the gist of it in the video, and then I might go ahead and weld it up solid. But honestly, you don't have to, because I don't see a pellet getting through there, especially when you're shooting and what we're going to be doing. Just pay attention, just watch, and you'll see what we end up doing with it. Now, if you didn't want to weld it up solid, again, that is fine, because by the time a pellet does try to get around through that, there's not even a crack. But if it were to push the two metals apart where there's not a tack, that pellet's not going to be anything by that point. It's going to be completely obliterated, whatever. All right, y'all, so I got my rod. I'm going to stick through there. I just marked it. I'm going to cut it to size real quick, and you'll see what we do next. All right, y'all, so what I did was a washer's nut, 2 washers, a nut, a washer, nut, washer, washer, nut, washer, washer, nut, washer. I'm gonna evenly space these out. And I slid this rod through. It's still all slidey. I'm gonna weld it on this side and on the other side to hold it in place. Then I'm gonna tack my washers in where they're gonna go to hold my nuts. And we're gonna do the same concept we did with the other one. So I'm gonna tack this stuff in real quick. All right, y'all, I learned something. I should have welded these little suckers on outside of the box on the rods before I welded the rods in. Yellow paint on there because it's gone now. Flying Mingus. I hope y'all are seeing that.
We're doing it so fast, I'm not quite paying attention to making my targets too straight. We don't get shot.
All right, y'all, so they're still hot, so we got our little duck. We're gonna have to repaint them, but so we got our catch and our little targets. Now again, you guys, the idea of this video was to be making cheap, free targets. That steel I actually got for free from my buddy who works in a metal shop for a trailer, and I had a bunch of stuff left over, so that was all free. This stuff was all free. He also made me these circles and squares for that one. And he also brought me this material too, which even if I did buy it, it would have been bid into a job and it would have already been paid for, so it still would have been free. But the idea of this video was just to make some good, cheap, free targets and give you guys something to watch. So we've got a few targets made today, and let's go shoot them and see how they do. I don't know, I'll tell you how cold it's been here in Florida. Everything is dead. But we got our original pellet catch, our new one, our other new target, and our other new target. All right, y'all, so the targets are all set up. I got the Sony camera down there on them, and first gun I grabbed is the new budget gun, the cheapest gun on Amazon gun that we have to remake our accuracy test with. And it really likes these pellets, y'all. It really likes those pellets from Tractor Supply. They're $8. We got everything set up, so let's shoot some stuff. That gun really likes those pellets. I didn't miss one shot. And you can see where it whacked it there. Little schwacker there. Took what paint was left there. Hit it there and there. 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 And where I hit those, you can see. So there you have it, you guys. Some homemade targets. And they are going to do just fine with our lower caliber PCPs. Our 22 and our 25. I don't think I'll ever buy a 177 caliber. I might. We'll see what this channel takes us and what the future holds. But never say never. So there's some homemade targets. They work pretty good. The far one over here could use a little bit more work. It still works just fine, but it's, as you guys can see, it's not perfect, which it's homemade and it's the first one I've ever made. We will continue to make targets. We're gonna have a whole bunch of targets, and I plan on getting a bunch more stuff, leftover stuff and stuff that didn't work out that my buddy's shop built. Take that roof that we're using as a backstop, put the roof up, get some more drops and fully enclosed stuff, and have a whole bunch of targets to shoot out here. So anyways, you guys, thank you so much if you have watched till now. I hope this video turned out okay for you guys and for me. But anyways, again, thank you guys if you watched till now. Remember, our new cheapest gun on Amazon video will be coming out in the next day or two when I make it, and that is going to end up being a giveaway gun when we make it to 1,500 subscribers. So thank you guys, and I got another gun I'm going to give away when we get to 3,000. But anyways, thank you guys. If you made it again for the third time, if you made it till now, watch till the end, it means the world to me. Thank you guys so much. Remember, as always, y'all, I love you, but most importantly, Jesus loves you. And until next time, guys, see ya.